Hi there. Salutations. Thank you so much for coming in to Maddie Hatter's event planning agency. Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is, of course, Maddie, and I'll be the one helping you today. Now, let me just get out my little trusty notebook here. Oh, they really need to put instructions on these things. All right. So now, can I get your first name, please? Okay. And your last name? That's a lovely name, yes. Now, what is your phone number? And that's all numbers, correct? All right, just making sure. Now let me make certain that I have all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And what is the date of your event? Okay. And okay. So how many people will you have in attendance? Well, the most I ever have is 10. Yes. Well, I find any more than that and things get a bit rowdy, especially when there's tea involved. All right. Well, I'll put that off to the side for now. And there we go. I can never get these darn things closed or open. Open or closed. Yeah. So, where were we? That's right. Let's go over some of the ideas I have for you based on our email conversations. And we'll start with the party favors because I think those are the most important things. Hands up. Yeah. Or hands down. I can't remember which. Hands up. That sounds so confrontational. All right. Well, we'll start with this. These are... No, that's for later. The party favors. Well, I'd like to start with this one because I think it's definitely the most functional. A desk mask. And you really can't go wrong with this. I mean, it's very practical if ever, the apocalypse happened or a zombie outbreak. Or even if just one of your guests needs to do a DIY project at home and things get a bit shaky, they'll break this out and they'll be thanking you in no time. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I think this probably has some sort of cotton in it. I'd be careful with the staples, of course. And you can always paint these in your event color. And it's an anniversary party, right? All right, just making sure. I just met with someone who was having a funeral, or planning one rather. They weren't having the funeral actively here. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't get those two confused because they are quite similar. Okay, I have some other party favors as well. This is one of my favorites. As you can see, it's basically just a used candle jar with matches. I think this is yet another practical option because you never know when you're going to need a used matchstick. You can build little forts with it, or, if you have a MacGyver in attendance, who knows what he can do with it. I'm a big fan of his. Yeah. Now these are all, of course, imported directly from the Enchanted Forest. So these are all, locally harvested. Another possible Oh, it just pricked me. Another possible party favorite is, of course, my go-to gift is a nice eggplant. Yeah, this one's a little prickly. You gotta be careful. Maybe we can get some that are sanded down a little bit. So this one's a little shriveled, but you know, you get the gist. Again, they can make eggplant parmesan. They could possibly harvest the seeds and then grow some eggplants of their own. It's kind of a gift that keeps on giving. We'll put that over there. Now, of course, you can go for their traditional party favors as well, such as ant farms or, you know, things like that. You know, one of those things where you have the fake fossils and they have to crack it out with their own hammer. That's kind of an interactive gift. You can, you know, give them a box of crayons and they can color on the tablecloths themselves. You know, it all depends on what you want to do. Okay, now let's go for the centerpieces. This is quite lovely. This is just a candle jar with black licorice. And again, I actually brought this over from the last meeting I had because, well, it can also serve as a nice funeral centerpiece at the reception afterward, especially with all the black licorice in it. And, you know, the sweetness can kind of dull the pain a bit. But it's great for an anniversary party too, or vow renewal, things like that. Yeah, I just love black licorice, don't you? You can really put anything in here though, like I don't know, marshmallows, little gingerbread men. Okay. The next one is this lovely lotus. Now this is quite plain, I feel, a little out of the ordinary, though. And what you do is you just light this little candle here. That way no one gets hurt, you know. It's never good to play with matches unless, of course, they're already burnt out and you're making a little house out of them. This is nice, right? Yeah. We'll just put that over there. I think that's ceramic or something. And then there's this lovely idea. A rock. Everyone loves a sturdy rock. And you can just pile these on the table, kind of like a burial mound. Or just have one rock. And of course, we'd clip this one out of one of the planters here. You know, I had a spark of inspiration. And, you know, we could get you different colored rocks. It all depends on you. Okay? Now I have another centerpiece option here. Oh, I put everything in egg cartons. I think they're so versatile. Okay, let's move that out of the way a little bit more. And we'll go with this. Now, we have lovely, we can put these in vases or just, you know, sprawl them out all over the table. Bougainvillea. I got these from my garden, but, you know, I can always pick some more. Oh, they shriveled a little bit, didn't they? Oh, goodness, what a shame. They were lovely. Well, one of them used to be pink and one was peach, and so I called the pink one Pinky, and the peach one was, of course, Princess Peach. Okay, then you have a lovely little withered carnation there. And some lavender. Just loves mushing this stuff between my fingers. And a withered dried flower. And nothing says I love and affection and, like a dried flower. Right? And then, of course, you have the go-to favorite, which is cherry tomatoes. And you can just do a whole arrangement of cherry tomatoes. I've actually done it before and it turned out beautifully. I mean, these are lovely, yeah. Except this one maybe isn't quite ready yet, but it'll get there soon enough. Yeah, okay. I'll just leave these here so you can I'll reuse the carton. Now, did anything kind of strike your fancy? Okay, let's find your page. There we go. Oh goodness, this is such a... All right. So, now what events were you thinking for your party? So in terms of live entertainment, well, I have an idea for you. It's 3 words. Petting zoo. Everyone loves, to tap a goat on the head, and you haven't lived until you've run away from a ram that's headed right toward you. Yeah, I know, chewing on your clothing and everything. It's just an adrenaline rush. I'll write that down as an idea, just in case, you warm up to it. Okay, and then maybe some live music, well, some events that I always like to see at parties are ice skating, but that's a little difficult. Pin the tail on the donkey. That's great for anniversary parties. Truth or dare, but that can get a little out of hand, believe you me, speaking from personal experience. Yeah, I ended up with half my head shaved. I don't know what happened. Yeah. All right. Now, what else were you thinking about in terms of really anything to do with the party? Have you already just got a venue in mind? Well, caves are nice this time of year, and maybe a dairy farm. That's quite romantic. Oh, okay, so something a bit unusual. Kind of beach themed. Maybe a garden. Alright, whatever floats your boat. Okay. Now, did you want to have board games at the party? Okay. Well, now this sounds great. Alright then. Well, what I'll do is I'll kind of brainstorm some more ideas, and then I'll get back to you on it. Now, feel free to contact me if you have any other suggestions or questions for me, and I'll be more than happy to help you. All right? Well, it's been splendiferous meeting you, and I look forward to working with you.